I'm going to read something. This is a message that you sent earlier in the day. This is about, of course, other Senate issues. So I'm going to read, quote, "On the issue of what I said yesterday about the trial being a witch hunt, here is my direct and final answer," and you can use this quote. "It does not matter what my personal opinion is, whether she is guilty or not." That's referring to VP Sara. "What matters is that the constitutional process continues and the trial begins, period." End quote. Would you like
That's
to add
correct.
anything?
No, that's correct, Sean. It's a lie to say that my colleagues have not made decisions up in their minds. It's a political exercise. We're all politicians, although we must try to remain neutral. We must try to remain non-biased or impartial. But look what happened to CJ Corona. CJ Corona was failed from the beginning because Malacanang at that time really wanted to replace him with their own candidate. So they really went to call person to person and lobbied. That's a true story. And you can ask some of my colleagues who may be willing to answer that. At my stage in life, guys, I'm going to be part of the minority. I think I will be candid and frank in all my discussions now. So my point is, many of them have made up their mind already. But we cannot stop the process. The process is sacred. I'm sorry to say, but the process is sacred. Meaning, if there is an impeachment coming from the House of Representatives, we are duty-bound by the Constitution to hear it. I gave a case in point yung nangyari sa year 2000 under then President Estrada. I was part of the group Spice Boys. I don't know if you were still
I
young enough to
remember.
remember that.
Uh-huh.
We were the group that got the 77 signatures. We went house to house together with Mike Defensor, Ace Barbers, Nonoy Andaya, God rest his soul, and many others. We
Senator,
got the signatures. Yes.
Senator, is the reason why you're saying this because you get a sense na it's heading towards a dismissal?
Well, the people are worried about that. People, and they're rightfully so. They have to be worried about that. But when the time comes, when the decision will be made on the floor, and we will have to vote whether it is to dismiss it or to continue, let us remember precedents. I want to just say this kasi yung nangyari dun sa year 2000, there's only been 2 impeachment cases that are successful impeachment cases in this Constitution. The first one was with Erap Estrada, with former President Erap Estrada, with due respect. Ang nangyari pa, binasa ni Senator, well, he was Speaker then, Manny Villar. He read his prayer and then diretso na siya sa articles of impeachment. He didn't even wait for a motion from the floor because he knew marami pang alikaalyado si Presidente sa floor. Now, he sent it directly to the Senate. What did the Senate do, guys? The Senate heard it, accepted it, and heard it without question. They could have dismissed it and said, that was not proper procedure because it was a prayer that led to the impeachment proceedings or impeachment readings in the House of Representatives. Do you get my point? Meaning the process is sacred. Pagdating na doon, pagdating na sa Senado, wala na tayong magagawa, lilitisin natin yan. And in the end, you vote on your conscience. You vote on how you feel it should be voted on, whether to impeach or to acquit.
Yeah.
That's it. It's as simple as that.
So can I just confirm, Senator Migz, that the plan when the 20th Congress opens is to vote on the motion to dismiss? Tama po ba? Because we haven't gotten
There will be a plan.
definitive confirmation at this point.
I'm not part of that group. As you know, I am a slap soil. Ano yung slap soil? Hampas lupa. So ano lang kami lang ni Senator Lauren, grupo namin na nakakaalam sa mga galaw namin. We don't know what the movement of the other side will be. I don't know if there were political considerations being made. But my point is I think there will be a motion that will be to dismiss it. But with due respect to my allies, my colleagues, my fellow Mindanaoans, I must respect the institution and I must respect the constitutional mandate of the impeachment process. Why? This is to protect each and every one of us. One day, malay mo, baka naman si President Marcos yung impeach. Tapos, yung grupo naman ni President Marcos sa Senado will say, dismiss. And then ito naman grupo ni Duterte sasabihin nila, why will you dismiss it? Do not dismiss it. So, The
goes
rules
around
are there
comes
for
around.
one reason. Without fear or favor, it is blind. We have to be able to follow these rules and procedures for anyone, whoever is being tried in an impeachment court.
Last question. We're being told to wrap, but just yes or no, Senator. Sabi mo, most of the senator
Yes.
judges have made up their minds at this point, even without seeing the evidence. You called this a witch hunt. Do I take to mean that you've already made up your mind as well?
No, I said in my statement yesterday, I'm open to seeing the evidence, but they should present it properly. They should prove to me that she did not benefit from these funds because, like any court of law, they are guilty beyond reasonable doubt.
Yeah.
So let's hope that they can prove beyond reasonable doubt.
Okay. Sabi ko yes or no lang, Senator. It's okay.
Mahirap naman yung yes
this
or no.
needs to be
Sa
a long...
politika, mahirap ang yes or no.
This needs to be a longer
Bitin, Sen.
conversation, so we do hope to have you on again, if not on The Big Story in other shows. Thank you so much for your time tonight, former Senate President, Senator Migz Zubiri.